Okay.
If you ain't at the Pine County Fair, then where the fuck you at? Welcome back. Episode
52.
52. We are here in the basement. This is the special edition Sunday episode, straight hair of the dog episode. Fill us in on what's been going on, boys. Why are we completely different today? Cody's over here fucking throwing shit.
Because they added a day to the Pine County Fair.
So right now it is the weekend of the Pine County Fair, and usually it goes from Wednesday to Sunday. And this year with Corona, they added us an additional one day on Tuesday because everybody loves to drink on Tuesday. And now we are here not only hungover, but off a 4-day bender.
It's been a long week.
Very long week. Somebody got stabbed, I heard.
Yeah.
Last
on
night?
Wednesday.
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, my little brother either witnessed it or was there right after. He saw the guy.
I don't want to say this is your brother is usually around when a lot of weird stuff happens, dude. He's lighting cars on fire.
What?
He's inciting it.
Do we know any details on that or no?
It was something about drugs. And he was the guy that was with that guy that got stabbed was with his kid.
Oh, that's shitty.
And my little brother said
way.
that he got stabbed in the arm a bunch of times and he got stabbed once in the chest.
Jesus.
And yeah.
Really?
Scary deal. Yeah.
Really?
Scary deal.
What time was that? I left at like 12:30. I didn't see that.
On Wednesday? It was over by like the games on the side.
Okay, no, I left at 11:30 on Wednesday.
I suppose if you're going to do a drug deal, you don't do it in the beer gardens.
Yeah. I've seen people
Probably
just
the
straight
smartest thing.
whip their dick out in the beer gardens.
Yeah.
That's different.
It's different.
Do you remember that? Was anybody else here? I think I know who it was, but in the beer gardens, it was just packed and we had to piss and there was no place to piss. And the old beer gardens, there was like that fence around it.
Yeah.
And this certain person just whipped their dick out and hung it in the fence and just sat against the fence and just pissed while there's like hundreds of people in front of them. And they're like, see, you just act like nothing's going on.
Well, that old beer garden used to be
like they hang their wiener on the chain link fence.
It was like the wiener was in the chain link fence and he's just hanging on the fence.
Free, I mean.
Yeah, just pissing because nobody's going to look down and be like, yo, dude, that guy's pissing right now.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, good play. If you're going to do it, that's how you do it.
That's probably like 5 years ago. That was like the reckless days back in the days when we were just kids, you know? Yeah. Now we're old. We're all grown up, married.
Well, Colton told me today he never drank at the fair when he was in high school.
I didn't.
Really?
I can't remember a time that I ever did underage drink at the fair.
Well, it was really, I mean, it was kind of sketchy back in the day.
Yeah, but it would have been easy to do because that beer garden setup was weird.
Mm-hmm. I think it's easier now with the new beer garden setup because there's no boundaries. They were strict on
and
the
you can walk on the fairway or whatever they call it.
Walk anywhere.
The Midway. So today's episode, we have a very special guest, Colton Darwin.
The Darwin?
The Darwin. This is 52 episodes coming, really.
Yep.
We've been trying to get you on since day one.
Was it the first episode that we sang the song?
No.
Darwin, can I come over after school? After school.
We indeed came over after school a couple times. And the man behind the music, isn't that like a VH1 thing?
Yeah.
Behind the music, dude.
The man behind the music. So, Darwin, have you listened to the pod before?
Yes.
From your perspective, what is it like being an infamous man?
Being mentioned. You guys have not mentioned me a lot lately.
Right. It was quite a bit in the beginning.
Absolutely.
The first 20 was a lot of stories.
The first 20.
we rolled through all of the Darwin stories right away. That's all we had to go off of.
Yeah, you were like all our content.
Yeah. And now you just been living low, living life.
Been avoiding it like the plague.
No, you've been in Chicago though the past couple years.
Chi-town. Mm-hmm. In Chi-town, so wasn't a whole lot of time to do the podcast.
Yeah, that's okay. Now you're back in Minnesota, and then I move away.
Yep. I come back and you move away.
It's just inconvenient enough.
You came back at the right time, if you ask me.
Well, that's okay. Well, it's good to have you on. Thanks for coming. It did take a little bit of convincing.
It did. I had to leave the Pine County Fair to come here.
Yeah.
During Polka Sunday.
There was Nicole had a thing of cheese curds I walked away from.
Really?
Yes. So.
Wow.
Well, we appreciate
That's how much I care about you guys.
That's actually, I'm motivated, genuinely motivated.
You sound like it.
Yeah,
okay, so we'll get right into today's topics. I really wanted to bring up something that's really pressing in the news right now. Are you guys aware that there may be no more bacon in California?
Whoa.
Reason being?
They are making it so like an animal rights activist type of thing makes it really hard for pork farms or something like that to be in California.
Yeah, that's what they do.
And so now basically what they're saying is there's either going to be 162% hike increase in pork prices, or just entirely no more pork in California.
That's what they do. They don't come right for the throat. They make it difficult to do so no one does it.
Exactly.
They do the same thing with hunting stuff.
Exactly. So that they can't tell you not to do it. Like, you can do it. It's just going to be really hard.
You can bear hunt. You just can't bait them, and you can't trap them, and you can't. It's like can't use dogs. Like, oh, how the hell am I supposed to hunt a bear?
Exactly.
You're going to say you can't waterboard a deer.
Yeah, that's like my favorite pastime.
Yeah. Ridiculous.
Wait till they hear about the Greater Minnesota Deer Waterboarding Association.
Oh, we're back. So are you talking about why can't they just import pork from, a different state next door?
I think there's also something tied to that.
Or is California handling it like we handle cigarette prices, where the state taxes cigarettes?
That's what I understood.
And I would think that California's so big that they can't import it all. Like, there's so many people.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Importing LA's bacon per day.
Yeah.
Truck drivers would love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Keeps them in business. But yeah, so I guess
Midwest LA.
Yeah, right. I was reading and I was really surprised to see that 15% of all pork consumed in the United States comes from California. That's a big no, is consumed in California.
Oh, okay.
It's like 15% of everything consumed is California.
They're big.
There's just so many people there.
That's the coolest thing I've heard about California in a long time. Is that they eat a lot of bacon.
I bet you Texas is like 16. Just to get them a little fucking hair,
16.
They got a lot of pigs.
I wonder what Texas would be on a percentage-wise of pork consumed. I'm sure it's up there.
Well, they're most of the landmass.
They got hogs, too.
They have wild hogs, too.
That's a big industry in
wild
Texas.
and feral. And
I'll tell you what, guys.
I don't get service down here.
Oh,
Maybe I'll have to look it up. So, yeah, pork may not be in California, which also means ultimately we're probably going to end up paying more if this all goes through.
Right.
For pork.
Right.
Because they got to make that up somehow.
I will pay whatever they want.
I
love bacon.
Bro, you need bacon.
Love bacon.
I'm not massive into like bacon and everything. I'm not a big breakfast guy.
Yeah.
I just bought a pack of bacon today. Actually, I'm going to make
Totally
I just got a smoker, so I'm going to do brats wrapped in bacon with cheese in them.
Oh, stop.
So I got bacon, but I'm not a huge like breakfast guy, so I'm not just massively eating bacon. And I feel like whenever I open a thing of bacon, I have to make all of it.
Well,
Else I'll go bad.
Yeah.
BLTs are good.
BLTs are really good.
That's like one of my favorites.
Bacon cheeseburgers. I'm a big bacon on my burger kind of guy.
Yeah.
Love that.
Okay. Right now,
It's just in.
top three states that consume pork, the most pork in the United States. What do you think?
New York.
No,
I'm gonna say
by a landslide. Number one has over twice as many as.
It's got to
number
be
two.
Texas. It has to be
Texas.
I'm gonna say
This goes off of value of production.
Whatever.
Oh wait, no, I'm on the wrong thing. I'm on which state has the most pig farms.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. Wyoming.
Iowa's number one
For
North
pig
Carolina,
farms?
Then Minnesota is the number 3 for pig farms.
That makes sense.
I can see that for sure. I totally thought it was on something else, but it says value production in the thousands. Well, I don't know how to do this. $5,670,000,000
Holy
comes out of
shit.
Iowa and pork.
That's crazy. That's a lot of pork. That's a lot of pig.
It's a lot of pig.
Yeah, so we'll be paying more for bacon. Ultimately, is what I'm thinking is the future here, and I'm not necessarily okay with it, but we just got to kind of go with it and live with it, and it is what it is. Californians always got to ruin everything for us when it comes to anything. So
They're coming after our cars too. I'm not.
not the emissions laws.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh my!
I feel like I'm the only person telling you guys about this, but my YouTube is all car shit.
Yeah.
And that's all I see is RPM Act emissions and shit just pushing on us. So fuck you, California. You're a whole goddamn country of Stevens. Fuck state. State of Stevens.
You guys should be happy we don't have emissions tests here anymore.
Not yet.
We used to back in the day.
Did we?
Illinois. Yep. And then they got rid of it. Illinois still does. I actually just got my letter.
See, that sucks.
Because they didn't know I transferred my car back. But yeah, I had to go wait in like a 3-hour line just to get my tabs to have them plug in the basic computer.
Dude,
So
that's
now-
why DMVs are
Read
so
the
slow.
codes.
So I just saw this thing talking about you're now going to be getting fined if your car is tuned as well.
What?
So like they're cracking down on tunes that are less efficient
Okay.
on fuel economy.
Okay.
So like to create more power, you know, like power tunes that drop your fuel economy, they're cracking down and you get fined for that. And they can obviously see that when they plug into your computer.
It's so fucking stupid. I hate this. I hate everything about this.
I don't like where it's going.
And here's the thing that it comes back to is that we're upset about all this. We don't like where it's going. It's like, let's move to fucking Canada. Let's move to Europe and all this shit. But as we have all realized this week, there's a lot worse places in this world. And the United States is still one of the best ones because of this Joe Rogan episode this week.
Oh, that was
Unbelievable.
fucked up. So fucked
Unbelievable.
up.
You guys give me so much shit for listening to Joe
And-
Rogan on the regular.
It is the only Joe Rogan episode I have fully listened to, 3 hours long.
3.5.
Dude, I started. I could not I was like, what am I listening to?
And it kept going and going.
What's this girl's name again? Yenmi Park?
Yeah, Yenmi Parks or something.
I didn't.
Have you heard of this?
I didn't.
Okay,
You got it.
Phil Darwin in here on what it
Dude,
is roughly.
Okay, so he has this North Korean girl. She's 27.
Okay.
She defected from North Korea. The shit that this girl saw and like went through to get out of there, and like what she explains what's going on in North Korea, it is mind-boggling.
But it's literally all political,
Like human parts trafficking, freaking starving children dying on the streets, and they're chasing rats to eat them. Like, dude, it is messed up.
and basically everyone knows about it. Like all the governments know about it, but they're not doing anything about it because they don't have to.
And China's right there just funding the whole thing.
It's just basically all about money.
And
It's disgusting.
so what got me is North Korea saying that if 90% of their population has to die for the 10% to be like healthy and happy, they're okay with that.
That's okay.
They're okay with 90% of their people dying.
And I thought it was something they said something like they won't. Was it China or Russia? Somebody won't step in and help unless that happens.
China. Yeah,
It's
China.
China.
China won't intervene on what
Until
else is going on
10%.
until there's only 10% left of the population.
So
It's
they're
crazy.
just waiting for them to kill each other.
They're killing
and then
themselves.
They're going to
Yeah.
take the land.
Yeah. Well,
Dude, it's
okay. So also
disgusting.
China basically owns North Korea because they have all these leases on all these mines that they own contractually for like 200 plus years. So like, you know, how many generations are going through that? So like basically they own North Korea, you know. They can just decide everything that's going on, and they just don't feed anyone. There's people like not knowing if they're
And
going to be able
we-
to eat, people dying.
And the rest of the world can't fuck with it because if you fuck with them, China's after you. And China controls the world with their commerce. It's just
It is like
corrupt.
a wormhole of information on that
Yeah.
episode, but it's like this lady is telling it, and it's bone chilling. Like it distracted me so much from what I was doing. I was like, I need to listen to this.
You got to
thing
go
the
check
whole
it out.
time.
If you haven't heard it, you got to go check it out. It's like 1691, episode 1691,
that
or something
sounds
like
right
that.
to me.
Yenmi Park, gal from North Korea. It is unbelievable. 3.5 hours of just like shit you just wouldn't even imagine.
It definitely gave me a little extra goosebumps listening to that national anthem at
Oh
the
my
Pine County
God,
Fair.
dude.
I was like, damn, this place is pretty sweet.
yeah. I would like to talk about that. We've been on a close down. It's been about a year and a half for any events. I mean, there has been some events, but it's been a year and a half.
Year and a half of 2 weeks to flatten the curve.
And right. And Pine County Fair, the national anthem, thousands of people for the Derby. It's
Dude,
standing room only.
Whoever sings that, she nails it.
Oh, nails it. The one on Friday night, I think it was a different girl. That was
it?
really good.
Did they say who it was?
They on Friday, I don't think they did. Saturday, they said her name real quick, but I was.
But it's just crazy to me because, just everybody is just so connected at that point. Not a single person is talking. And I feel like that's not in this country anymore. You know, people don't do that anymore. Talk about the Pledge of Allegiance or the national anthem and just our redneck, whatever. I mean, we're a bunch of fucking incest, whatever we are. But
meth
We're a
eaters.
bunch of incest.
but we love our country. And it was just
I
blown
saw.
up. I mean,
I
look
saw
at me.
some video on Facebook that was like there was like some little league game, whatever, and they I don't know if they didn't have the recording for the national anthem or what the setup was, but the guy basically announces we're not doing the national anthem as everybody's lined up like ready for it.
Yeah.
We're not doing national anthem. Let's play ball, and then the players start moving, and then the fans are like, no, we're singing this thing,
And everyone just started-
sang the whole thing. The players go back, put their hands on there. I was like,
So
that's America's
so
hell.
moving.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just everybody in the stands started singing it, didn't care. They were like announcing shit and everyone's just singing. And
Or,
then they ended up stopping. It was incredible.
You get them hockey games up in Canada
Mm-hmm.
where the national anthem, like the speakers go out. So then all the Canadians start singing it for us. It's like,
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah.
shut up, stop it.
That's
I
crazy.
couldn't sing theirs if I tried.
I still owe Canada.
Yeah.
And my home and native land.
Our home and native land. Something like that.
That's it.
I love hearing
all I
it
know.
up at hockey games up in Grand Forks.
Yeah.
They play the Canadian national
They
anthem.
do. That is
They
pretty
do both
sweet.
of
shit.
them
They do
up there.
both.
A
Yeah.
lot of Canadians up there. Yeah.
It's
I mean,
awesome.
basically, in Grand Forks where we went to school to go to those hockey games,
Hour away.
basically is Canada.
We're like an hour away from
yeah,
Canada.
hour away from the border. We'd go to Winnipeg, go drinking sometimes. And
I never went up there.
That was,
you never did?
That was like some initiative, right? Like a patriot push for the government. Like said, hey, before sporting events. This is like after World War II or something. I thought.
Oh, really?
I believe
They're like,
so.
we're gonna play this before sporting events,
I like it.
just to build up the
national
confidence.
anthem.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, to build
Yeah, I
up
mean,
the
it makes
confidence.
sense. It's cool.
I think it's when everybody was mad
Nice
at
tradition.
the country and the government.
Yeah.
Throw the tea in the fucking bay. So, just to go back to the Yumney Park thing, the my favorite part about it is towards the end of the episode when they started talking about United States and shit. Is like she seemed very conservative. Like
Yeah.
like
I
they're
noticed that.
all these people are pussies, pretty much. I mean, she didn't say that, but she was just talking about how
Well, yeah,
soft Americans
She
are.
did kind of. She said,
Yeah.
you like they don't know oppression.
Yeah, they don't know oppression. They have no idea.
Just the thought of
Like, if
saying
you're-
you're oppressed, you are not oppressed because you're able to realize that you
You're
are, and that
oppressed.
is not real oppression.
And she's gone through the craziest shit ever. And then she comes here and people are freaking out over. I mean, they are problems, definitely, but there's way bigger problems out there. And it was pretty funny. And the way she talked about therapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why you need therapy?
Yeah.
Like she's very confused. She doesn't even go. She's like, that's weird.
She's like, you pay a person $700 an hour to talk about how sad you are? Like, I'm not doing that. Why would I do that?
Totally. Dude, I can't even imagine. Like, she came out of a place where she had no idea that like other people that looked different existed.
No feelings.
Yeah.
She never
Well,
had
she's-
feelings.
She said they had posters of white people in their place as like
Right.
these guys are monsters.
Yeah.
like this is
Bad
what
boys.
monsters
Bad
look
guys.
like. They have white skin, blue eyes, brown eyes, green eyes.
Yeah.
these are monsters.
Yeah. I found it crazy. So I Barstool reposted it or something.
yeah.
And I went in the comments. Dude, people are just ruthless. I mean, they're dogging on her for the way she looks. They're like
Really?
saying she looked like a bimbo and shit. I didn't listen to her
What?
because I couldn't get over her face. I'm like, okay, one,
It's an audio.
you didn't listen to anything.
It's an audio recording.
Anything she said, like you're an idiot. Two, I thought she was cute.
Yeah. She was like 90 pounds, but I'm not.
Yeah, she's tiny.
no.
Not Tyler's type.
No, not at all. That's Cody's type.
Oh, dude, I was just like, man, not proud of my people.
Yeah, no, not at all. She went to Chicago and she got mugged in Chicago by two people.
Yep.
And she grabbed them and was yelling at people to call the police. Call the police.
They called her racist.
They called her racist. They started screaming that she was a racist and nobody would call the police or anything.
Not. I spent 3 years in Chicago. Not surprised.
Yeah, it's
What
just-
is the situation like in Chicago after the rioting and everything? Is you think it's like back to what you would call normal, or is it always just kind of strange?
So downtown Chicago, I was shocked at how nice it was and heavily like not dangerous at all. Nothing like Minneapolis. Southside Chicago, never went there. Never wanted to. Avoided that.
Yeah,
Is that the bad spot?
Yeah, that's like where Shameless is filmed. And
Oh,
all
really?
that. Yep.
like,
So
is
I'm like,
that the 8 Mile shit? That's where
That's
you're
that's
Detroit.
Detroit.
That's
Oh,
Detroit.
wow. I'm a little off.
Close.
Okay.
But during the riots, it was crazy because National Guard shut down the city. I had to talk to National Guard in order to get into the city for work. They had to like call my union hall.
There's like checkpoints?
Yeah, straight up. So I wasn't supposed to be able to get on the freeway. So I was on the north side of Chicago. I'm like 15 minutes north. There's a freeway that runs along Lake Michigan. For some reason, my entrance was open.
Yeah.
I get on and I'm the only car
Seriously?
Oh, no.
So, wait, so why did they
Doomsday.
shut down the freeways?
because they weren't allowing anybody downtown. Anybody that didn't live there wasn't allowed to get downtown.
Holy.
This was during the riots because of
Yes.
the riots and shit.
This
This
was on,
wasn't
like,
this wasn't a COVID thing. This was
this was
okay.
the riots.
Yeah.
But really, what is that stopping? I mean, granted, people can't come in, but the people that are down there are still doing it.
Because it wasn't the people who,
Just limiting
the
it.
people who live downtown weren't the ones burning shit
destroying it.
down.
See,
Right.
that's
Yeah.
kind of crazy too. I mean,
They were coming in with U-Haul trucks and shit, like
and
With
just
people in
fucking
them?
stuff up.
Or
with
what?
filling the U-Haul trucks with shit.
Oh,
Dude, they went down. There's the Magnificent Mile. That's all shopping. It's like Gucci, Ralph
Yeah,
Lauren. It's
that's where
all
like that big Target store got robbed, and
Well, the Target was in Minneapolis.
oh, that was
But
Minneapolis.
There's a Nordstrom in Chicago, and there's all these just
Okay, that's
Crazy
where
expensive
all
stores.
these glasses
Just
being shattered,
destroyed.
people just rushing in and taking as much as they could carry.
Just insane amounts.
That's so
And it
freaking
happened, I think,
nuts.
3 or 4 times.
It's unreal.
Just go rent a U-Haul for $20 to make 20 grand in material.
Yeah.
eBay next week.
Oh, yeah.
That is absolutely crazy.
Liquor stores, empty.
You know what's
That's what I was
another
like
thing
first.
too? Airports are nuts right now too. I know, like everyone is so stressed out. You know, I think like people are normally stressed out when they're flying, also, but particularly still kind of right now. There's like this weird tension in the air in the airports. I was just in Minneapolis Airport last month, and you know, obviously they still have the mask mandate. Whatever, it is what it is. But there's just so many people that just purposely weren't complying with it, and all the employees are so fed up with it that like every time they tell someone to put it back up, it's such a confrontation that it's just like it ends up just like the whole interaction is really a lot of friction.
Yeah.
I was in Minneapolis Airport a couple months ago, and there was a guy bitching the whole flight, and then afterwards the dude got all tough. Oh, I would fuck them up if they blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, it's a fucking mask.
Right.
Like, I get your opinions, but you're on an airplane
Right.
where they're recirculating air.
Yeah.
If there was ever a place to put a mask on, it's probably an airplane.
Yeah.
Did you see the video of that guy on that Frontier Airlines flight that gets duct taped to his seat?
I read something about it. I didn't watch the video.
So I saw the video. He's yelling at this. I don't know if it's another passenger or flight attendant, because he grabbed 2 flight attendants' butt. He like groped 2 female flight attendants' butts. See, this guy must have been wasted, because the way he's yelling, you can tell he's drunk,
Slurring
or at least he
and shit.
sounds drunk.
Yeah.
And then the male flight attendant goes to confront him, and he punches him in the face. So then, like the passenger,
punches the flight attendant.
yes,
Okay.
So now everyone's fed up with this dude, and he's yelling, saying like, "Do you have any idea how rich, my parents are worth $2 million, something like that." And it just like quick cuts to them literally duct taping him to the seat, like so he cannot move. And then the last part that I see is them like putting duct tape over his mouth. Also.
Hell yeah.
They just like fix him to the seat, basically.
Good.
So it's like, holy
that guy.
shit! Can you imagine?
He'll never get on another plane.
No.
But picture this. That is a little scary, because he 100% deserved that. But let's say something happens where like maybe he can't breathe right, or something happens where like he is, stressing out. So we're like he has a heart attack or something. And then he dies because they taped him up to this seat.
All them people that did it.
My God. That's risky.
Yeah, but at the same time,
Had to be done.
you gotta do.
Had to be done. I agree with it.
you laid the
100%.
Would
groundwork
that
for
go
your own
into the
bullshit.
bystander laws, though? Of like, you did that for the safety of the plane?
Yeah, they might be covered.
Probably. Well,
because-
I imagine there's a lot of different laws
Here,
that probably
like-
don't apply.
I'm going to
Say
sit
I
here
go
and
to
say
give you-
duct taping a man to a chair is not in the handbook of how to handle a situation, but I like it.
I like
Every
it.
I like
flight
it.
Have a marshal on it?
I
Or
thought
are
they
that-
do.
Are they just random?
I don't think
think
it's
so.
every flight.
It's probably high risk flights.
I'm sure it's just random as hell.
Oh.
I'm sure it's just random as hell. But yeah, so it's like I watched that video of him getting duct taped to the seat. I'm like, I 100% agree with it. But with everything else that's going on, it's so risky.
Yeah.
You doing stuff like that, like you're asking for a lawsuit, especially
that's
this guy
American.
that's
That's
claiming
badass.
that he's rich. He's willing to throw all this money to
I'm
make
sure-
you look like an idiot.
I'm sure he will. It will be a thing.
Yeah, I saw that all of the employees involved were put on leave. Mm-hmm. Obviously paid leave. But I
Hell
think
yeah.
that's
Fuck
how
yeah,
it goes
that's vacation, dude.
when any situation like that goes down. I think they have to go on
There
leave.
has to be an investigation and figure
So
out
they
what
have to say,
happened.
hey,
blah, blah, blah,
what-
blah.
Thankfully, nowadays, everyone has a cell phone on them with, 4K camera. So
Yeah.
everything is caught in such good detail that it's like, we know exactly what happened.
Except UFOs and Bigfoot.
yeah.
Them are always
exactly.
blurry as fuck.
Exactly.
That dude's rocking a Nokia from like 2001.
Loch Ness Monster.
Yep.
Loch Ness Monster. Yeah.
I love it, dude.
Anomalies. Did you guys, you ever been to the Rolling Loud Festival?
No, you really think are you just trying to change the topic, or did you genuinely think one of us has been a Rolling Loud?
Genuinely was wondering, because I don't, I'm not with you all the
Or do we
time.
look like Rolling Loud people? I guess maybe he's lived a double life.
Rolling Loud.
It's a music festival with just like a lot of big names. They like Post Malone.
Like Lollapalooza. Did you ever go to Lollapalooza in Chicago?
No, I got to see like Thursday, Lala,
Okay.
from work. So I was doing a 100-story building. That
Oh, how
overlooked it.
badass is that?
That was pretty. But here's a cool story. So that building was 101 stories, and this was the first Lala after Vegas.
Oh no.
So during the weekend, they shut the job site down on Friday.
Because
And there's the temporary elevators on the outside. They're called skips. So there's one guy that operates that. He got to work that weekend, and SWAT took over the whole building and had snipers all over it.
Really?
And he got to work, go up there, watch a show from whatever floor, and he was just there with these dudes were beyond SWAT. He said they were like spec out, like just the most badass type guys you could think.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying. I'm sorry. I was very confused why you
No,
threw
they're
Vegas
good
in there.
guys. They're-
Yes.
The Vegas
after
shooting.
The Vegas shooting. That's why they were there.
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. Sorry.
Right.
Full
so
circle.
it's kind of the same setup.
Yeah. So they were like, oh, we're gonna
Yeah. And
check
that
out from
was
up
the
here.
tallest building.
Yep.
And they had no glass on the building.
Yeah.
So they're checking out other buildings, making
So
sure.
that was the security because it's straight over.
That's
the
America
park.
though. That's so fucked
And the
up.
guy's like, it was.
Could you hear
was
it?
Awesome.
Could you hear
yeah,
it pretty
could
good?
Hear it plain as day. He
Oh,
said.
that's so cool.
Plain as day.
Let's go.
But no, I never actually went to Lala. It seemed like an absolute nightmare.
Okay.
It's so busy. None of that music was really there'd be like one or two artists I'd want to see.
Right.
It's crazy expensive.
It is.
Traffic is a nightmare.
I saw a video of someone breaking down a fence and they're
Oh,
and
they
then
do it
they're
every
all
year.
hopping into the thing, and they can't stop everyone, obviously.
The only person they get.
Yes, the only person that gets stopped is this dude with a prosthetic leg.
And he's like
he's
hobbling.
hobbling over, and the cop comes up and just grabs him. And it's
Yep.
like he's like, "Come on, man, really?" Everyone else just running past the security.
I might be fat, but the rule is that you just have to be faster than one person.
That's what
and
you
it sucks
trip
that it's a
somebody.
guy without a leg, but hey,
All right, but he should have tripped somebody
the guy without the
without
legs.
a leg. Yeah,
Smack
He
somebody
should
with his
have
leg.
kicked- Yeah.
All right. Well, we need to come back from bathroom break, and we will talk about how the baby is actually on this podcast.
It's time for a bathroom break. The boys will be right back.
Let's go. Oh shit! Did you start the cameras?
yes,
All right. Okay.
So what's this baby stuff?
So
The baby.
last weekend we were in Fargo, and Cody's fucking ridiculous.
I was going around to people. I mean, it's nothing that crazy. I was just going around to people being like, "Hey, do you know Da Baby, like the rapper Da Baby?"
yeah.
Like, yeah, I know Da Baby. I'm like, some people say I look like him.
Just all night. He overdid the joke for like 5 hours.
And that's kind of what made it funny because we're just fucked up,
Yeah.
and I'm just going around asking everyone if they know who Da Baby is. I kind of look like Da Baby.
And he was like showing the picture of him too. He's like, look at me. But it was
so
pretty good.
stupid.
But why I wanted to bring that up is because we almost got freaking murdered in Fargo pretty much because we met up with Kreiser, who was on the episode when we first started.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was really fucking drunk or what, but he just was not thinking straight. And we seen this guy at the blackjack table that we thought looked like Liam Neeson, okay?
Yeah.
Like, man, he looks like Liam Neeson, and we could
Liam
not
Neeson, of all people.
we could not think of another fucking movie that Liam Neeson did other than Taken. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I mean that's his movie. That's
So
So we're sitting at the blackjack table. This random guy that looks like Liam Neeson.
yeah.
yeah. So we're like, yeah, dude, fucking it's Liam Neeson over there Taken. You know, I wonder if he has to save his daughter or something.
No,
And
no.
Kreiser goes to the guy and he's like, hey. Do you know where your daughter's at tonight?
Like trying to just make a joke, but
Make
it
a
was
joke,
like,
yeah.
I look at Tyler and he looks at me. He's like, "Oh my god, Christ is gonna get his ass kicked." This dude's jacked too, like, and he's wasted.
Dude, that is the worst.
Yeah.
Like on your end, I can see we're like, oh, go ask him, be funny. But if you didn't know the conversation,
We didn't even tell him to say that. He just did it.
He just did it. And
You know where your daughter is?
Yeah, he's like, hey, do you know where your daughter is
And then
at?
he starts
He's like,
laughing.
The guy?
No, Kreiser. He goes,
Kreiser.
"Where's your daughter at?" And we're just like, maybe you shouldn't have said it like
And the
that.
guy's like, what do you mean? He's like, you look like Taken, you know, like, is your daughter kidnapped or something? Like, do you know where your daughter's at tonight? It's like, I'm like, just sitting there like, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I'm in between them. It's this dude and Kreiser, and I'm in the middle, and we're at the blackjack table, and I'm like, yeah, we're going to start throwing right now. This is just
Yikes.
did not think it through, man.
it would have been better if he'd been like, you look like Liam Neeson. And then it probably would have been like, oh, ha.
If only we could have thought of a different fucking movie Liam Neeson was in.
He's in like 1,000 Ways to Die in the West or A Million Ways to Die in the West.
Oh,
there's actually a funny story there, but it's long. Fuck it. What else is he in? He's in that one with where he kills the wolves. Whatever.
Oh, Gray or no?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can't think of it.
And it's a
good movie though.
It's one word or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is a good movie.
I hate doing this because then someone's always in the comments like, it's this movie.
Yeah,
because we're live.
It's
that.
Oh, that is. They're right.
It's this movie.
Thank you, user.
He was also
42087.
He was also in Star Wars.
Star Wars?
Yeah.
Who was he in Star Wars?
Oh, really?
100%. Look it up. I don't know what guy it was, but
service.
he was. He had Jedi.
Oh,
He was a Jedi?
Yeah.
Really?
I'm pretty sure. I've never seen a Star Wars, but I'm pretty sure he was in.
Whoa, what?
I've never seen a Star Wars.
You've never seen
Not
a Star
one.
Wars?
Nope.
On purpose?
That's weird.
Not at first. I mean, I definitely tried because whenever you tell somebody you've never seen
Yeah.
one, they're like, "No, you need to sit down."
I'm not big into it. Like,
And-
I'm not huge into it, but I've seen all of them. It's like, I feel like it's just like a staple, like everybody
By the time I tried, it was too late to watch the old 70s
'Cause they
ones.
suck.
They're just horrible.
I hate old
like if
movies.
it's not for the nostalgia, there's no way anybody would watch it and be like, "Yeah, that's."
I think you're
That's
right. I
so
think it's
cool.
called The Gray, by the way. I think you're right.
Hey.
But he was a Jedi Master. Sorry.
But now it's just enjoyable to tell people I've never seen one because some people take it personally.
Well,
Yeah.
that makes you different. If that's what makes you different in life, then keep that different, you know?
Yeah.
If that's what makes you different. Oh, I brought up Rolling Loud earlier because I just saw this video of, so while at these big festivals, they have sign language interpreters on the side for deaf people. Did you see the video of the sign language interpreter that was on when WAP was playing?
No.
She is just going ham, and and she's like doing all these things, doing the sign language for the song, and the song is obviously very explicit.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
And
probably
she's
not.
like dancing with it and getting so into it. It is so funny. It's so funny.
They're probably having the best time out of anybody there.
You just get paid to be on stage almost with all these big people, and then just do sign language.
Yes.
But I
Just
bet you
sing
they
the
had
lyrics.
to practice that
Oh, for sure.
Oh,
Even
was it?
fast
I'm
rap songs and things like that.
Who was
like-
it? There was some rapper that the lady was doing that on stage next to him, and he walked up and thought she was dancing.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, get it. And then he's like, oh, like whoops.
Yeah.
Didn't realize that's what you're.
He thought she was just super into the song.
Yeah. And she's like on the stage giving the.
Was it Travis Scott or something?
It was somebody
It sounds
bigger.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
Yeah. I can see it for sure. I just seen there a TikTok. It's kind of a comedian guy, whatever, but he did a comedy show and had a deaf interpreter there, and he was just fucking with her, making her do crazy shit with her hands and stuff.
There was some comedian has a joke where he wants to sets it up so that he doesn't say anything, and he's mouthing something, and then he goes, and then everyone else laughs.
Yeah.
And the deaf person, interpreter's just he's not saying anything, and then the guy's like, "What did I miss? What's?"
They thought they missed the joke.
Yeah, it might be.
Jeff Dunham.
Yeah, it
was
is Jeff
Jeff
Dunham.
Dunham.
Yep, I was trying the puppet guy.
Yeah, that was in his routine.
Yeah.
It's one of his jokes in his routine.
Yes.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh, dude.
Do you guys stand-up comics? Do you follow Brent Pella at all?
Never heard of him.
So Brent Pella, he does skit videos, kind of like Miles.
Yep.
He does. He had this one Grinch, this rendition of the Grinch, but instead of him stealing presents, he was gets invited into this party and he does a bunch of drugs.
Oh,
And,
Jesus.
What?
have you not seen that?
No.
No. Okay. He has this new parody video, this skit that is called AK-47 Fuck You Coffee, making fun of
Yes!
Black Rifle Coffee.
Yes, dude. I watched
so
that.
funny.
That is so good. So
haven't
good.
seen it.
AK-47 Fuck You Coffee. Just shooting guns
American as
off.
fuck. Yeah, it is so good. Just straight make them. Isn't that Lunkers TV or something? The Black Rifle guys. They're big on YouTube too.
I don't know.
All the black. Yeah,
It might be like a
he's
sponsor
just
connection or
huge.
something.
Just yeah, it's just making fun of him. It was fucking hilarious. So
That's funny.
Is that's their thing? They're like very conservative,
Very American, yeah.
very American.
Old Black
That's
Rifle?
their
Oh,
big,
yeah.
and they're massive. They're huge now. They're so big, but that's the kind of their shtick. So this Brent Pella is just making fun of them, and dude, the video is so funny,
So great.
It just is like so over the top, like
yeah.
America, fuck yeah,
We'll have
like
to
that
watch
kind
it.
of
An
vibe.
explosion and an eagle there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Have you
100%.
seen the video? That's exactly it. You have seen the video.
No, I have not.
He literally does exactly
I
that.
just if I needed to parody America, that's what it would be.
It'd be explosions and eagle screeches.
Yep.
It's always the wrong screech too because it's not what an eagle sounds like.
Really?
They sound really pussy.
What does it sound like?
I don't
Do it.
I can't. I got it in my head, but I can't.
Do it.
I don't. No, I'm not
it.
doing it.
Unreal. Good
I
job.
can look up an eagle screech.
Good job. There's a name for it in film. That's like a really big cliche thing.
Yeah, they use a red-tailed hawk.
Yeah, there's a name for the sound. It's called something because I remember in school talking about with some of my videographer classmates. They were talking about like this sound. Like there's a nickname for it. If you use this, like it's really cliche,
Oh,
and it's used intentionally just to be stupid. I don't know. I don't remember what the name was, but it's that
Yeah.
eagle, that quote eagle sound.
here we go. I'm gonna see if you can hear this.
I pulled one up, but I got an advertisement going and I'm connected to the board. Yeah, I got the same one pulled up. 1 second. Just wait. I got this.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God. This is so majestic. This is so ASMR right now. Do it. Do it, Eagle. Do it.
He's just standing there,
Just waiting for
Looking.
that little crappie.
standing in the tree, sitting here, waiting.
He sees the worm moving.
How long is this video?
It's a minute long. We're 30 seconds in. It's going to happen. Oh my God.
It's shifted scenes.
They never even did.
That's an eagle, bro.
That's what we waited for.
Yeah, that's an eagle.
They sound like pussies.
Whoa. Dude, you started this podcast by talking about loving America and you just called eagles pussies.
Realistically, eagles are scavengers. Like they're
not
they're
dirty little birds.
Really?
Yeah, they're
Do you know how many
gross.
times I've seen an eagle just pick up giant ass fish out of the lake?
Probably a dead fish, bro.
I know.
They're
I've seen 'em pick
scavengers.
up a live northern on Pekegama.
I actually
Really?
I did see that. That might just be those eagles. They've learned to fish.
Realistically, honestly, like wasn't it a battle between the eagle and the turkey?
There's a story there. It was Benjamin
Franklin.
Franklin, and he wrote a letter to his daughter, and it was like an off the cuff.
Which
he was-
daughter?
I don't know.
He was a man whore.
He was.
Actually?
He said,
Big time.
he basically wrote to her and said, the eagle's not worthy, and like this is a synopsis here. The eagle's like not worthy, and the turkey would be more worthy because it'll stand there and fight for itself instead of getting beaten up or
The turkey?
yeah.
Really?
Dude, turkeys square up, man.
Oh yeah.
The cars, deer, everything. They'll fight for everything.
And honestly, a turkey call sounds a lot fucking cooler than
It's
that.
pretty badass.
Yeah.
You guys want to hear turkey? No. Okay.
So you're saying the national bird should not be an eagle, it should be a turkey?
I'm wearing a
Franklin
shirt with
said
eagles
that.
on it. I just
I
realized.
wouldn't mind the change, but
There'd be no more hunting turkey.
No, you
That's
still
not how
could.
that works.
No, because eagles, they're honestly, I think they're starting to get extremely populated, are they not?
Yes.
That we should start killing some of them?
I don't know that
think we're-
that'll ever happen.
I think we're
because
almost
I
to
don't
the
think
point.
it
There's no
I don't
way.
think it'll happen.
There's a lot of them now.
I know there's some tribes that actually are able to because it's their thing.
How do you
But
think they taste? But they're
Are they able,
scavengers.
They
are
can't
they
grow.
able to
Man,
kill
they
them
can't
or
be
are they
good.
able to harvest the dead ones?
I was going to say they can't be good just because they
think
eat
they're
so
able to
much
kill 'em.
junk.
Yeah, they're scavengers, so that's probably gross. It's just like those the trash bears up in Canada.
there you go. Yeah, that's a good analogy.
Yeah, the trash bears, they just eat shit. So they're just like, they're really fatty. They're disgusting.
That's why I feel like raccoons would not taste good, but I've heard they're actually decent.
But I feel like, not raccoons, eagles.
raccoons?
I feel like eagles would be really lean. Like they seem like really fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
I don't know
right.
why.
It's a big
Maybe
bird.
not.
It's a big bird.
Well, flying is a lot of work. I mean,
Like they got a lot of muscle.
There's a reason
lot of
I don't
meat
do
on them.
no shit.
Maybe like a lighter chicken.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
We might as well go
Let's
kill
go
one,
poach.
find out.
Let's go poach an eagle.
But then again,
and
like a
try it.
duck's like red meat, It's not.
Yeah, that's
it's not
true.
It's not white like chicken. It's red meat.
That is a good point.
You cook that medium rare. That took me a while to get used to.
Medium rare.
Rare or medium rare duck. That's how you're supposed to cook
yeah,
it.
you cannot overcook it.
If you ever cook it, it's gamey as hell.
disgusting.
I've had overcooked duck. It's terrible. That's
It's
why I'm not a
really
big duck
tough,
guy.
and you always have
eating
to
it
break it
tired.
up. Any recipe that I've ever cooked duck with, it's always a lot of sugar in the marinade because
Yeah,
you need
break
to
it down.
Break it down.
Didn't
Or
we have
milk
We had duck in
in the
college.
dorms? Yeah, I cooked a whole
and
bunch
that was
of duck for
not
everyone.
that good. Well, it was.
Oh, I thought it was
decent.
great. It was a hit.
Shit, I'm breaking.
breaking his heart.
It was a hit. Everyone in there loved it.
Soy
I've
sauce,
had-
crock pot. Yeah.
I've had duck like 12 times, and the only time I liked it was when Cody's dad made it.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, most people don't know how to do
There's
it.
a lot of cool ways you can cook that
Yeah.
shit. If people don't like duck, they just haven't had it the right way. Turkey's good too.
I heard that about cats too.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat a cat.
Hey, actually, so
You wouldn't eat a cat? No. Where's your line? Where do you draw the line?
oh yeah, you've seen those billboards?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
right
it's
here.
like right between
I wouldn't eat a horse.
dog.
You
and
wouldn't
cow.
eat a horse.
I've had a horse burger.
Maybe.
It's pretty good.
Rabbit?
Tastes just like buffalo.
Oh yeah, rabbit.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's the line is rabbit to horse. But honestly, my line is horse to cat. I think I'd eat a horse.
You'd eat a
I'd
horse?
probably eat a cat too.
I mean, it depends on circumstance, right? If I'm dying on a hill and I got my horse, I'll probably eat my horse. I wouldn't eat my dog though.
No, dog would be last.
I could never eat a duck.
Here's the thing: horses, I feel like, are so much smarter than dogs. Like they're so much more aware of what's going on.
Maybe, but I like the
Yeah.
man.
Personal
Dogs
reasons.
They're just so
Grew up
loyal.
with us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a strange scenario, but I have a friend that was stationed in the Air Force in South Korea, and she was saying it was a big adjustment because they eat a lot of dog over there
Oh, I could
in
not
South
do it.
Korea. They have dog farms similar to how we have cattle farms here in the United States. So there's just these fields full of these dogs that they will literally just raise and feed to kill them and eat them. That's just so normal in South Korea. She said it was the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
I know it's like the they different culture or whatever, but
Yeah.
Could you imagine if we made like pigs household pets? So like we were like,
some people do.
We are. I was
people
considering
do,
it.
but
Right.
widely known. That's just weird to me.
They have some for sale at the fair, I know.
The
Little pig was 13 days old.
teapot or whatever.
Yeah, Taylor held one.
Damn, I should go get one. Go scoop one up.
You should, honestly.
Bacon.
It'd be so funny to bring
You should
it home.
release it into your bed with Alyssa while
Alyssa
she's
be
sleeping.
pissed if I brought a fucking pig home. How much are they? How much are pigs going for?
You can
A
afford
baby
it.
pig? I don't know.
Better buy them now, dude. Price can go up.
They are going to go up.
Oh
Wait till
shit.
California.
Oh boy.
They are
Actually,
gonna go up.
California might be selling all their pigs soon, though.
There we go.
Good point.
Or
Drive the
moving
price
them.
down.
That's a good point. So what's going to
Or
happen with
they're
all the
gonna
pig
just-
farms that are there? You know, obviously some of them are just going to shut down, but some of them are also going to be
They're all
just
gonna be hobby
relocating.
farms.
They're going to be just moving. So where are they going to move to?
Iowa.
You think so?
No,
That's
they'll
a
go up to,
far
like,
ways.
Oregon or
And that's kind of what I was thinking.
they'll push over somewhere.
Idaho, maybe Colorado, Nevada.
Why does California do such weird shit all the time?
Just fucking. They just need to break off and float into the ocean already.
We were told that would happen in like our lifetime.
The San Andreas Fault, right?
Yeah.
Is the
Yeah.
edge of California.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's what I remember.
always told
hearing
that in
that
school.
in high school.
Yeah.
I remember that being a lot bigger problem in high school than it needed to be.
Yeah, like lava was supposed to be a big deal growing up. Never seen that.
Yeah. Same with what? Well, I understand it was a big deal, but what happened to all the rainforest deforestation thing? Like, did they fix that, or do we just have bigger issues now?
Honestly, I think that's one of those things where it's like it just makes too much money to not talk or to just not do it.
Because it's so quiet now. I
So,
haven't
like-
heard anything on that. Years.
Honestly, I think nowadays it just is really like you just see whatever makes the most money.
I think all that probably got shifted and clumped in with climate change. There.
Honestly, dude, do you think all these fundraisers and shit we did when we were younger to save the rainforest, that was just a money grab that like big corporations were just taking all that money? Like all these kids?
I don't know. It would
Maybe.
It'd be
I
like
don't
a
think it would be
nonprofit.
big. Yeah.
Yeah, but nonprofits can make a lot of fucking money.
Well,
Yeah.
look at
They just
a
can buy
lot of
stuff.
these CEOs of these nonprofits
Yeah.
are making hundreds of thousands of
They're
dollars a
fucking
year.
Goodwill.
Yeah,
You guys are a billionaire.
The
And
Clinton
PETA.
Foundation.
Peter's a joke.
The Clinton Foundation?
Oh yeah, nonprofit.
Oof. Yeah, it's crazy. It's all crooked. It's like same with these giveaways, and now they've been spicing up these giveaways at like 2%.
Like
of the-
Omaze.
Yeah, 2% of the profits go to this thing. They're giving away a $4 million house. They are making an insane amount of money. It is not
You know, but the whole shtick is, the profits go to this.
Yeah, but how do you
fundraiser.
guarantee that you're going to make enough to pay for this stuff that they're giving away?
I think they've made so much money in the past. They're so far in the green, they don't care. They could take.
But
a
how
huge
do
flop.
you go from just like Omaze and Wizza, for example, both of those?
Yep.
You go like, let's say Omaze, every single week I see a different drawing with some celebrity. That's like, I'm giving away this Lamborghini. Tickets are $5.
Yep.
It's like, how does that make sense? I've never done any of those giveaways. Have you? Have you bought into anyone?
Not the ones that you're talking, but like the YouTube people I follow that give away whatever. I'll buy some of their shirts for it. I just bought an oil cap for my truck to get entered into a toolbox giveaway. So yeah.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. So you buy them and for a chance to win.
Yeah, it's like every $5 you spend on the website, it's a one entry.
Oh, damn, that's sweet.
Well, that's at least you get merch for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's,
You're not just
like-
buying a ticket.
Yeah.
You're just already probably going to get
overpaying,
it.
but-
It's just
How
it's
about-
just pushing you over to buy it.
And we might be exposing it, but how about these gun raffles on Facebook? Are you part of that at all?
I'm not.
What is up with that? Okay, so I heard someone else bring this up, but I've never seen it.
There's a guy that we know personally that he has won over 30 guns on there.
How?
So it's like they literally have guns, and then it's like you PayPal him $100, and there's 30 slots, and each person pays $100 for a slot, a 1 in 30 chance for the gun, and you PayPal him, and then you comment on the post, I want number 20, and then he goes in a random generator thing and draws it and sends a gun to whatever you want here.
Wow.
Yeah, said 30 guns.
how are they doing the registration? Is that
Well, you have to
illegal,
go
or
through
is
an
that-
FFL.
Yeah, you have to go through an FFL. So they send them to
So it's legit.
Mountain.
It is legit. It's not like some black market
Yeah.
shit.
You
but
made
the
it
fact
sound
that
like
they're
he's
using
just
fake-
shipping guns off
No.
to random people.
Well, kind of. So, like, my dad has his FFL with Wings North. So, like, they could send it to Wings North, and then you would just go pick it up at Wings North or Gander Mountain.
What's
or
the kickback
Cabela's
for
or
your
whatever.
dad on that?
I don't think
Or
he
these
gets a
places?
kickback.
It's just
He just
convenience.
has his license.
Convenience.
Yeah.
For whoever.
I'm sure there's some places that charge, but I don't think that he charges for anything like that.
Well, I was just curious if like it was a standard practice to charge
Well,
for
so
that,
his
or if
members could go there and do it, right?
yeah, they can
So
send and
that's-
receive guns through
Yeah.
the club. So, that's
for,
kind of a
for
benefit.
that. It's a convenience for the people that are there.
Absolutely. Also, you can legally sell them. Like, you can be a retailer with that as well. Okay.
This
So,
is,
like,
it's just crazy to me. Yeah, because then he can transfer the titles and shit between people.
yeah,
Or
it's like
registration, not
like,
titles, registration.
At my grandpa's hunt club at Wild Wings in Hugo, he sells brand new guns. Like,
Yeah.
he has a display case with like brand new Berettas in it.
Is that coming back up yet? There was no guns on this freaking continent for a
I
while
don't think
there.
handguns are coming back up. Handguns,
Dude.
I think, are still flying off the
shotguns.
shelves.
I was trying to go buy a shotgun that was not like it wasn't like a Browning A5 or anything. It was some Browning, but it was like a different whatever. Not a very common shotgun, and those were all gone.
There's nothing. They're buying anything they can.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like when everything hit the fan, there was like guns and canned food and rice.
I heard ammo's coming
Toilet
back. Though.
paper.
I heard that federal's doing
And toilet
good
paper.
again.
Yeah.
For now, I don't know. No, but the gun thing just blows my mind that you can just do that. I guess I know it's fine, it's legal, but that guy is making a killing, and he's probably not doing taxes on that. I mean,
It's all cash or PayPal,
yeah, exactly.
Damn.
That's got to be a big tax issue.
Yeah, I know
There's
like
big-
3 people that have at least 3 officially that I know have gotten the guns.
Yeah.
So it's not like a
Wow, that's so crazy. And all Venmo's cracking down on that too now. Did you see that?
not guns, but
Well, they kicked me off. I still can't
For
get
business.
Neither
Well,
can
no,
Brody.
for business purposes, not the putting the fake descriptions or
Brody
funny
said butt
descriptions.
stuff and they kicked them off.
I can't believe that because
really?
I've put like drugs in
Yeah.
my
Oh,
Venmo
I've put
descriptions.
fucked up things
I used to do heroin and stuff, and they kicked me off. Well, I did.
Oh.
Don't clip that out. No, I used to put heroin in the memo
I
line.
used to do hair. Well, look at you.
Yeah, well, you think you're better than me?
Yeah, you stealing my thing.
Yeah, so they're cracking down. Venmo's cracking down now. In the description line, if you put that it's for a good or service, or they believe that it's for a good or service, they will now charge the person that is receiving the money some sort of a percentage.
Oh.
So if I say like
Because it's for
blowjob, they're
business
going to charge
purpose.
them taxes.
Right, because they have a business app that they would prefer you to use so that you
Yes.
get charged and blah blah.
Yes.
blah.
Well, yeah, it's pretty crazy though, because I think there's
Bullshit.
a lot of drug deals going on.
Oh,
Venmo.
100%.
Definitely.
Venmo was supposed to be like the anti that bullshit.
100%.
It's like, oh, you can send money and it's free unless you want it right now, and we'll take 1%.
Someone was just saying not too long ago that they got bought out by PayPal. Is that true?
No, they've always been funded by PayPal.
Oh, they were started by PayPal?
I don't know if they're started by, but ever since like everybody we
Very
know has been using
quickly.
it, PayPal's been
Wasn't
their backer.
Elon Musk
Really?
PayPal?
Yes. He was.
Fucking guy's
He
smart.
paid to start. I don't know. If
Yeah, he was part
he
of
didn't
building it
design
up.
it.
Yeah.
But he was part of the
Wow.
company. Well, I know somebody
It all
that
leads back to Elon.
refuses to use Venmo because his identity got stolen through it.
Through Venmo?
Really?
Venmo
How?
was just so I have no idea.
PayPal, I've had some shitty experiences with their
Yeah, he
bullshit
says
too.
You have?
his
Oh, yeah.
bank account was drained and he never got it back.
Yep.
Well, I was
Never
in a
put
fantasy
your
football league with him and I was trying to pay him $20. He's like, I don't got Venmo, dude.
do not put your debit card in PayPal. Public service announcement. No,
I have my bank account attached to PayPal.
fucking don't do that.
How do you get money into PayPal without a debit?
Yeah.
I thought
Use
it
your
had to
credit
be a
card.
bank.
You can use your credit card.
You can?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't
Can
know
you
that.
dispute that if something gets?
If something goes wrong with your credit card, the credit card company's gonna be like, you didn't do it. You're gonna be like, nope. They're gonna be like,
I suppose.
done.
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't
They're
care.
insured for that.
My
They don't
bank,
give a
my
shit.
bank will back up $2,000 though on my debit card.
That's nice. I
My shit gets.
had that happen. So I had my debit card on my PayPal, and they tried to buy like $2,300 worth of camera shit on eBay.
Yeah.
And first thing I did was like, Abby, what the fuck? And then
Yeah.
What?
and then I was like, obviously she didn't do it, right? Well, then I go to call my bank right away in the morning, and they're like, oh yeah, don't worry. First off, we were like, he doesn't have $2,000, and then we were like, he doesn't buy camera stuff. And
Yeah,
they,
right.
they were like, he doesn't. It wasn't a normal. It was out of.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a red flag.
It is
Yeah.
pretty cool how much they like know your purchases and like know what you do.
Yeah, like I had
Because
Capital
kinda-
One do it on my credit card because somebody tried buying Nike shoes for $99. It's like,
Yeah.
this kid doesn't shop at Nike. It wasn't him. We're gonna hold that one.
Yeah.
They called me. They're like, hey. I'm like, yeah, it wasn't me. They're like, we got you.
Yeah.
Hung up.
See, mine calls me. Did you try to purchase OnlyFans for $5 23 times last night? Yeah. No, dude, that's not me, bro.
That's a real scenario. That's a real scenario. That actually happened.
Nah, it wasn't me, dude.
The best part, isn't your mom your banker?
Yeah.
So it's your mom. Tyler,
No,
did
she
you
doesn't
try?
call me. No, I just get I get a
fraud
voicemail
department.
from the fraud department. Yeah.
Does she see that you've made the transaction or tried to make the transaction with OnlyFans?
She doesn't watch my account that much.
That much.
But she
She
used
could.
to.
She could if she wanted to, but she doesn't really look at it anymore.
Okay.
I'm a grown adult.
There's no conflict of interest there.
What?
Your mom over.
She's on my account.
Oh, my mom was too. I told her to get the hell off of there.
So she
No, I
probably,
love it.
She probably got a notification about your card being charged. to
She gets
OnlyFans.
notifications too if my bank account goes lower than like $100 or something. So she's like, "You better look at." I get a text message. Better make sure you put some more money in that account. You're getting low. I'm like, all right, thanks, mom.
That would
I
be
like it.
horrible.
I like it. I don't know. It's nice because I never have to go to the bank. I haven't been in the bank for probably 6 years because
I like going to Spire.
she can grab all the money I need out of the bank and bring it to me. The loans, I can just document them online. I don't have to go to the bank for anything.
Yeah, good point.
So that's nice. But I like
She's the one that got all the ones for the beer pong tournament.
No, she did
Or
do
the
that.
twos.
That twos.
Twos, I meant.
The one that got all the ones.
yeah.
One that got all the twos. Yeah, speaking of that, we need to really reschedule that thing.
Well, are you guys doing the
It's still
Beer
on
Olympics
on
this
the.
month?
Shit, we should sign up for that, shouldn't we?
For what?
There's a beer Olympics this month at the Cricket.
Yeah.
When?
I don't. I
Wait.
just remembered about it.
I got
forgot.
invited to it on Facebook.
You better look it up. I might not
SK.
be able to. I have a wedding with Abby that I need to film in 2 weeks. The
I
next
think it
weekend is
might
my
be in
birthday.
2 weeks.
Next weekend is my grandma's birthday, so I'm not gonna be able to come down for that. So
Cricket Beer Olympics beer bust August. Oh fuck, that's next weekend. August 14th
I won't be here.
at 4 p.m.
How is
you
it
want in?
4-person teams?
I've never been able to do it.
Me
Fucked.
and I'm committed with Jake. We were talking about it a couple weeks ago.
I'm gonna have to make a scab team and kick your fucking ass again, dude.
I
Well, I
won't
don't
be
know
here,
if Jake
but
has anybody else to be on the
What's
team.
the beer Olympic? What is it? Sorry.
We got come have fun with the cricket softball ladies and join us for a good time with the Beer Olympics. Relay race, tippy cup, gunny sack race, and more. Putting in jello shots. 4-person team, $25 per person, includes food, beer cup, and all you can drink. And games, $15 for food, walking tacos, and beer cup.
okay.
Dress
So if
your
you're
team.
listening to this weekend, come to the cricket for
Yeah.
the beer Olympics. I won't be able to be there, but I'm not opposed to sponsoring a team.
No.
I think OnTap should have a team there with
For sure.
you guys on it.
Well, since
I could probably make it.
I could talk to Jake and see if it could be a
4-person team.
Unless you
Sponsored
guys
by
have-
On Tap.
see if Jake has anybody else. And
I
then we
don't.
can
I
do it.
doubt he does.
Okay.
But we'll see.
Or else I'm in Dalton if you're in.
I'll be in. I got to check with my wife, make sure we don't got nothing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
usually have to-
I
She's the
also
keeper of the
have to check.
schedule.
Yep.
Yeah.
All
I'll be
right,
there.
so if you're listening to this, come to the cricket this weekend and get whooped by the On Tap Beer Olympics team.
Absolutely
Nicole,
destroyed.
can I please go to the Beer Olympics?
Even Darwin
said
can
yes.
contest. He was big talking a couple years ago that we won last year, returning champs, and he got just embarrassed by a bunch of scabs.
I can't
That is
chug
not
beer, so
true.
that might be our downfall.
me, Jesse, Nick McManus. Were you on that? No, you weren't.
Embarrassed me. Whoa,
We
whoa,
won,
whoa,
dude.
whoa,
We
no.
wrecked you.
You got first place there.
This is our
Yeah.
potential teammate. Quit talking shit.
Friendly fire! Friendly fire!
Tyler, I was on your team.
I thought you were on Jake's team.
Were you?
No, not that year. I was on Jake's team the year we won. I've done 5 Beer Olympics and never lost one.
Fucking
My team
Oh
has
my
never
god.
lost one.
Well, shit. I'm talking shit about him. And
Yeah, and it was me, you, Jesse, and I don't remember, but I remember Jesse walked in and said, "I really am not in the mood to drink," and that,
Oh, he started though.
yeah.
So
Okay, we got to wrap this thing up. We got to go back to Polka Sunday.
Oh hell yeah!
I sweat out all the beer. We gotta go re-up.
Redehydrate.
Meet us at the cricket next weekend for Beer Olympics for the softball tournament. That'd be incredible to see some guys out there. We'll have some stickers, whatever.
We'll give some shit away. We got some extra random merch left over. I think that we could probably get rid of.
Well, we should donate to him for raffles or whatever.
Definitely.
So
Yeah.
and
There's 9 coolers or something.
yeah, and follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and
Instagram.
Keep listening. Hopefully, we can keep going. I know
Twitter.
we're trying to get back into where we're at. I mean, we got beers on the tables again. We
The beer's on the table again.
yeah, so it's all in good. So that's for you, Darwin. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us on your
You
podcast.
guys come
Darwin.
back to the studio anytime.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for listening to On Tap with the Boys. Be sure to follow us on social media and stay updated. Tune in next week for another episode about Tyler's problems.
Next week we will not be hungover. Next week we'll record at the beginning of the binge, not at the end of the binge. All right?
Okay.
Deal. Bye.